There's a moment that happens at almost every party. A dog trots up, tail wagging, and half the room melts. But someone in the corner stiffens, smiles politely, and takes one small step back. And every single time someone says it, how can you not like animals? What's wrong with you? Stay with me because what I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see the people who flinch instead of melt. Picture this. You're at a friend's house. Their cat jumps on the counter and everyone laughs, calls it such a personality. But you feel your shoulders tighten. You're doing the math on when you can leave. You've learned to laugh along to say, I'm just not a pet person, because the real explanation feels too complicated to say out loud at a dinner party. Maybe you've even rehearsed the line in your head before you got there, just in case someone asked. If that's you, you already know the judgment that follows. What you probably don't know is that there's real psychology behind it, and none of it makes you cold or broken. Here's the thing nobody tells you. A lot of animal aversion starts with something called the behavioral immune system, a concept researched by psychologist Mark Schaller. It's a set of unconscious reactions your brain runs to protect you from things that seem unpredictable or contamination-prone, like fur, saliva, sudden movement. Some people's systems are simply turned up higher than others. Think of it like a smoke detector that's more sensitive. It's not defective, it's just calibrated to catch more. This is why you might recoil from a lick or a shed-covered couch while your friend barely notices, and why you might find yourself washing your hands the second you're out of sight. Not out of drama, but out of a genuine felt need to reset. But here's where it gets interesting. Psychologist Aron's research on sensory processing sensitivity shows that some people process sound, texture, and unpredictability more intensely than others. Animals are inherently unpredictable. They bark without warning, jump without asking, shift mood in a second. For a highly sensitive nervous system, that's not charming, that's exhausting. It's the same reason a crowded room drains you faster than it drains someone else, or why background noise that others tune out completely derails your focus. This is why you might feel relief, not sadness, when the dog finally settles down and leaves you alone, and why you can love the idea of an animal far more than the reality of one in your space. And here's the kicker. For some people, this isn't sensitivity at all, it's conditioning. Classical conditioning, the same mechanism from Pavlov's original experiments, means a single frightening experience. A dog bite at age 6, being chased by a goose at a family picnic, can wire your brain to associate that species with danger for decades. Research on fear acquisition consistently shows that early, emotionally intense encounters create associations far stronger than we consciously remember. You might not even recall the original moment. Your body does. This is why you tense up around a breed or a species and can't logically explain why, and why the fear can feel oddly specific. One breed sets you off completely while another barely registers. There's also a quieter piece of this that rarely gets named: control. Psychologists who study anxiety often point to a need for predictability as a core driver of avoidance behavior. Animals don't negotiate. They don't read social cues the way people do. You can't explain to a dog that you'd rather it not jump, and that loss of control can feel disproportionately threatening if you're someone who already manages anxiety by managing your environment. This is why a house with a loose, energetic pet can feel less like a visit and more like walking into unpredictable terrain. Now, before the comment section explodes, let's be honest about the layer nobody wants to talk about. There's a difference between someone who's simply not drawn to animals and someone who was hurt by them, and the second group often gets flattened into the first. Some people carry real trauma, a mauling, a violent pet in a chaotic childhood home, and they've spent years being mocked as just not an animal person, when what's actually happening is an unprocessed fear response. That's not pickiness. That's a nervous system still protecting itself from something that already happened, still running an old alarm long after the danger has passed. So let's flip this. You're not cold-hearted. You're not broken. If your body reacts strongly to unpredictability, that's not a character flaw. That's a finely tuned threat detection system, doing exactly what evolution built it to do. You're not bad with animals. You might be someone who's wired for control and predictability in a world that keeps asking you to just relax around chaos you didn't choose. That's not a defect. That's data about what your nervous system needs to feel safe. Maybe the real question was never, why don't you like animals? Maybe it was always, what happened to make unpredictability feel unsafe to you? And maybe the people who flinch at the party aren't the ones who lack warmth. They're the ones who learned somewhere along the way that comfort has to be earned slowly, not offered all at once. Tail wagging at full speed before they were ready. If this hit home, hit subscribe. There's a lot more where this came from. And if you've ever wondered why certain sounds or textures make your skin crawl while everyone else seems fine, you'll probably love the next video because it turns out your nervous system has been telling on you your whole life. Click to find out why.